I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal for how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While other sweater style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make a bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Pistoling out my darkest while sizzling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. I'm your man. I'm the host, Uncle Freezy. What's good? Good to see y'all. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? DSJ is in the building. Robert Paul. I see you. Cuts, kicks, and nicks. What's good? Real King, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, party people? I see Kane Jerry. What's good? I see y'all. Eli M. What's good? What's good? Real King is like, yo, Freezy, always on time. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I got some stuff. CWC Cuzzo was in the building. Eli M. What's happening? Yo, Rob the Nick is in the building. Answer your text messages, man. What's good? What's good? What's good? It's good to see y'all, man. Good to see y'all. Good to be with y'all, man. 19 comment NYC 84. What's good? What's good? What's good? Man, the doctor's office calling me back. Hold on. Jeez, man. Yo, that's the doctor's office calling me back, man. My bad. My bad. So, hey, man, I'm a person just like y'all. You know what I mean? My bad. Yeah, I know y'all like, why he taking a call during the live stream? Bro, it's the doctor's office. I mean, what? You know what I mean? Yo, so y'all see the title, right? Y'all see the title. You know what I'm saying? As we waiting these, you know how you be in waiting rooms and stuff, man, and all these things, man, and you hear. I was legit sitting there, looking like, Oh, and reading these tweets. It's do or die for the Knicks front office. Do or die? Really? It's do or die? I mean, come on. I mean, I think about what they just said. It's do or die for the Knicks. This offseason is the paramount. Really? Is it the paramount? The Knicks have to trade for Colin Sexton. The Knicks have to trade up in the draft. The Knicks have to trade Obi Toppin and quickly for somebody. Really? Really? Is that hardcore? Huh? I'm going to just say it. I'm going to say something. And I know it's going to hurt some of y'all feelings, but this time last year, we was a lottery team. Right? This time last year, we sucked. This time last year, our team was garbage. But fast forward one successful season, and now the front office has do or die decisions to make. Right? We're like this time last year, this team was garbage. This time last year, we was rolling out a lineup of Elfrid Payton, R.J. Barrett, Mo Harkless, Julius Randle, and Taj Gibson as starters. This time, man, if they don't miss me with that mess, this time last year, we had dudes on the roster named Wayne Ellington and Mo Harkless, Bobby Portis. And all of a sudden, it's do or die. What? How can you go from, bro? How can you go from an entrenched lottery team to a fringe 4 seed and be like, oh, this is the ultimate? That Nick Ewing says, you said you would double park. Now we need to be Paul Patience. What? No, that's not what I said. I did say in February. I was like, yo, I'm double parked. And you know what? I still mean that. But I also didn't say this is the ultimate. What I'm saying is this. When it comes to decision making on things that are important, you don't put the ultimate penalty on each decision, because if you make a decision and it doesn't pan out the way that you want, is it a failure? Right? What I'm saying is this. I want to win a championship soon, right? But do I want to make missteps, errors in judgment all along the way, and then we still may not win a championship? I mean, come on. What are we talking about now? As a Knicks fan, you should have learned your lessons by now. As a Knicks fan, you should have learned your lesson. You want to trade for a disgruntled star? Only Knicks fans buy into that. I want to trade for a guy that's frustrated. What teams do, what championship level teams do that? If y'all give me 2 examples of where a team traded for and a bona fide star, now don't be pulling up no names, don't be telling me no BS names. You point out, you may give me 2 examples, because I don't want no outliers and I don't want a random occurrence. You point to me, you tell me when a team traded for a frustrated star and won a championship with that star as the guy. Tell me. Now, don't be looking at me on the screen like Uncle Freezy be looking good. It must be his new moisture. No. Tell me when a team traded for a frustrated star from another team and won a championship with that guy being the lead dog. Tell me. Listen, usually by now, I ain't gonna lie, usually by now, my Lawrence his family be like, yo, here go 1,000 examples. Where your 2 examples at? Where your 2 examples at? Because you can't tell me that the Knicks should do it and nobody else does it. Are we that thirsty? I see y'all. I see y'all talking about Kawhi Leonard and Anthony Davis. I see y'all. And the Knicks should do that. Those are good examples too, by the way. Wilson Ding, what's good? Rob the Knick, what's good? Rob the Knick said Moses Malone. Hey man, Moses Malone and other cats around the league wanted to come together to get Dr. J a ring. That's why they came together. It was a travesty that Dr. J didn't have a ring already. As great as he was, he didn't have a ring. Ty Barbie's in the building. Bill Cartwright was my guy. I got a Bill Cartwright story I'm gonna tell y'all, man. I think I may have shared it with y'all already. Right. That Nick Ewan says, salute Uncle Freezy, always engages with the time. Yeah, man. Hey, man, listen. The Knicks' future is bright. And even if, and hear me out, hear me clearly on this. Even if the Knicks just hold it in the road, we're still a playoff team. Right? So even if we just hold it in the road, even if and for the youngsters that don't know what holding in the road mean, y'all might understand it is even if the Knicks just maintain, even if the Knicks just maintain, we're a playoff team. T. Williams is in the building. What's good? Chef NYK, Black University is in the building. What's good? All Future Gaming, Jersey City, what's happening? Rafael Diaz is in the building. The hardest working man on YouTube is in the building. Right? Yo, it's crazy. You go from like it being scorching hot outside to these ice cold offices, and then your sinuses start acting up. It's crazy. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, so CWC says Uncle Freeze is possible. The Knicks can get Ball and Sexton. Ball out started Sexton off the bench. Sexton ain't coming off no bench. Sexton is not coming off the bench for a dude that's half as productive as him. And understand your logic, because all Sexton wants to do is score, not pass the ball. But Sexton ain't doing that. Sexton ain't doing that, bro. Keyshawn is in the building. What's good? I feel y'all on a lot of stuff. Y'all brought up Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis was disgruntled. Right. Anthony Davis wasn't disgruntled, man. Anthony Davis is not what you call a forward personality. I bet you if Anthony Davis showed up at a Blowing Tears event, my personality would overshadow his. And it's not because I'm the bigger personality, but it's because I'm the bigger personality. Y'all get it? Like I'm not the most high profile. I'm not more high profile than Anthony Davis. But things are what they are when it comes to personalities, bro. I gotta cut out this thing, whatever is happening to me. Shout out to G-Man for life for holding down. So shout out to G-Man for life last night for holding down the Knicks at Night podcast. It turned into a very interesting conversation last night. So the Knicks the Knicks at Night podcast will be on again Friday and Saturday. Right. Chef NYK says Anthony Davis does not have it. Salute. Right? Thank you. I just keep. Miss Mocha just bought me some of these for my Lawrence tears. So the point I'm getting at, man, with the Knicks' future is, I think in our excitement, yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. In our excitement, sometimes we get caught in the moment. And that's where we are. We're caught up in the moment. We are caught up in the moment. Because we don't have to do all these bajillion moves that the press puts these rumors out here. Oh, Colin Sexton. You know. Oh, Damian Lillard. Bradley Beal. Remember the Bradley Beal one? Oh, the Bradley Beal one was real. RJ Barrett was as good as gone for Bradley Beal. All right, DSJ, we'll holler at you, bro. Hey, DSJ won't have no appointments and none of that stuff tomorrow, man. So we should be rocking and rolling regular time. I'm gonna put this link in the chat, right? Because I know y'all want to fight, and even though I'm willing to argue about these points, man, I'm not really. I think I'm right and y'all are wrong. We don't want to be prisoners of the moment. We're prisoners of the moment every summer. Every summer, we become prisoners of the moment. Oh, such and such stars coming here, and they never show up. But y'all buy into it. Not everybody. I'm just talking about the majority. 51% is the majority, right? So, majority rules. So I got to speak to the majority. Yo, but let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, because this is another thing I wanted to. Hey, the coolest is in the building. Sherwin M. Troy Flett, what's good? David Navoa, what's good? Anthony D, I see you. Right? Let me ask y'all this. Chris is in the building. Let me ask y'all this. Have y'all had any original thoughts that y'all think that the front office should make? Because if you leave it to the press, if you leave it to reporters and newspapers and social media sites and all that stuff, they're going to recycle the same old stuff. Whatever got the most clicks yesterday is going to get the most clicks today. That's how it rolls. It's like fashion. You ride the wave. So if Damian Lillard gets a whole bunch of y'all fired up, guess what? They're going to talk Damian Lillard to death. But I don't do those Knicks for clicks things, man. I don't do those Knicks for clicks, man. But I'm talking to y'all, my Lawrence Tears brethren and sistren, about y'all ideas on what the Knicks front office should do. Do you have any creative ideas? Right? To share here? Hey, Duke, what's good? I just saw your thing, man. Danny Landis is in the building. David Parker says, I think there are 6 million Knicks fans worldwide, and we're always divided by 3, so 2/3 of the fan base are always unhappy. That sounds about right. Right. Hey, and Duke just put this thing on here by Ian Begley about RJ Barrett trades. Salute, bro. Hey, Duke, you did a good job last night on the joint. Even on the replay, when I watched the replay, it's still fire. It's funny how Duke is like the so what I'm looking. How Duke is the most gentle when it comes to the conversation, but he'll cut you off in a heartbeat. Duke is like, yeah, you know, but nah. Duke is like, yeah, I understand what you mean by trading Julius Randle and RJ Barrett for Brad Wanamaker, but no, we ain't doing that. Yeah, man. Duke is like, did you just say trade Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, Mitch, Emmanuel Quickly, and Obi Toppin for Jared Vanderbilt? Nah, we ain't doing that. Y'all give me some, come up, give me some ideas. And what I'll do is if your idea is like, if your idea is dope, we'll talk about it right here. Give you credit for it. Gregory Castillo was good. Manny Ramos was good. Big Mike was good. Big Mike says, great title. Yo, it's just what I was thinking about. It's just something I was thinking about, man. It's just something that I was thinking about. And I do understand that this offseason is going to present its challenges. But at the same time, we can't say we have faith in Leon Rose, Worldwide West, Scott Perry, Walt Perrin, Brock Aller, and a whole bunch of other people. There are like 38, 39 people in the Knicks front office, right? And we only mentioned like 5 of them. You know what I mean? So here's a scenario that I threw out last Friday, and I found it. I guess it's popular. Take the 19 and the 32 pick and trade with Houston for the 23 and 24 pick. Right? Why would Houston do that? Because Houston gets to leapfrog some people and not lose any picks. Why would the Knicks do that? Because at 21, no lie, at 21, there are a lot of players that Knicks fans want. Right? At 21, there are a lot of players that the Knicks fans want. Right? Like Trey Murphy. Oh. I'm telling you, if we get Trey Murphy, I'm printing up. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Sherwin M says 15 through 25 is about the same. But what I'm saying is you get more bites at the apple in that range. Because if you trade back in that scenario, you get more chances to draft in that 15 to 25 range, which makes sense to me. Because in our situation, we would say we hope a guy in that 15 to 25 range falls to 32. But if you do the trade, you won't have to worry about that guy sliding because you'll be drafting 21, 23, and 24. And for those basketball purists that say the Knicks aren't bringing that many rookies into camp, bro, every year, every team brings a lot of rookies into camp. But it depends on who makes the roster. Don't get it twisted. Guys bring in young guys every year. Every year. Right? Right? I mean, for the love of Mike, man, we had Amari Spellman and Jacob Evans on the roster. We had Terrence Ferguson on the roster for like 10 minutes. Yeah, man. Yeah. So Sherman M says he wouldn't do that. It's just an option, bro. That's all. It's just an option. It's you know, it's just an option. What else do y'all feel like is out there for us to do? Our future gamer says, would y'all look at Patty Mills? I know he's like 33, but he can be a 2-year deal and he can groom the next PG. Rockets want to trade up for the number 1, so those picks might go to Detroit. At least one of them. Okay, I feel you. So Sherwin M, how do we get the number 7 pick? I think I have an idea. I talked about it last Friday, right? But how do we get the number 7 pick from the Warriors? How do we get the number 7 pick from the Warriors, y'all? Troy Flett says, who will we even draft at 7? That is a great question. So let me pull up my source. I'm going to pull up my source here and share it on the screen with y'all. Oh, this has been updated. Oh, has it? No, this has not been updated. Let me share this with y'all. So here's the thing. So at 7, the Golden State Warriors are mocked to take Keon Johnson, shooting guard, wing player from University of Tennessee. I know this won't happen, though. Right? Because at 7, I believe the Knicks take Davion Mitchell. But it would be fun to discuss. It'd be fun to look at. So in this range of available players at 7, Keon Johnson is the name that's listed, but I don't think the Knicks take Keon Johnson. If we take on Andrew Wiggins' contract, doesn't that solve the wing position for us? Doesn't that solve small forward? Why would we need to draft a wing player if we trade for Andrew Wiggins, who's a quality NBA player? So I'm going to use another source. I'm going to pull up another source. Just bear with me. I'm working on it right now. I'm just going to pull it up real quick. Pull up this guy. So, do you think we could use a guy like this and a 7 pick? So basically, this guy is the same age as Randall, right? 6'7", 197. He's a 19-point per game scorer. Shoots 48% from the field, 38% from 3, right? And is a very, very good defender. The position says small forward and power forward, but he's not that, right? Andrew Wiggins is more of a shooting guard, small forward, wing player. He will never play power forward at 197 pounds, right? But here's the thing. You don't just get Wiggins. You get Wiggins' contract. So let me do spot track. Do spot track and do Wiggins' contract. Where's Golden State? G. I'm getting spammed to death by Spot Track. Spot Track, this is awful. So you see Wiggins' numbers, right? You see Wiggins' numbers. Now let's look at his contract. Can y'all see that? Should I make it bigger? So Steph Curry makes $46 million. Clay makes $38 million. Wow. Would you take 2 more years of Andrew Wiggins at $32 million? That Nick Ewing says we could take the 7th pick and go all in with Detroit for Cade. It would be worth it. Perhaps picture multiple firsts. That's a good thought. Gregory Castillo says, good SF, good small forward, basically. Not every great small forward are going to cost you the max because there isn't many. Right. Is Wiggins worth it? Is Andrew Wiggins worth it to the Knicks? Sam Holt was in the building. Was good. So here's the thing. Here is the thing. You're not getting them for free. You're not getting Wiggins or that 7 pick for free. You are going to give up something significant. Right? You're going to give up something significant. Let me do this too. Let me go back here. I want to show y'all something. There's dead money on this roster. I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you that Golden State may try to make you take Draymond Green. Golden State may make you take Draymond Green. And I know it would be a sad end to a very great chapter in NBA basketball. Draymond Green is a part of a young core, blase, blah, blase, blah. But Golden State knows that we all know Draymond Green is not the same player he was years and years ago. Right? Draymond Green is not the same player. Right? Instead of Wiggins, would you do Draymond Green of the 17 and 14 pick? To take that dead money, well, not dead money, but you know what I mean. Would y'all consider taking Draymond Green and Wiggins to get 7 and 14, or would you consider taking Draymond Green 7 and 14? And I'm not telling you that is the move. What I'm saying is there are other options out there for us to explore, and we have to think outside of the box. Every move is not the last move unless you box yourself in a corner. Right? Tell me which scenario you would take. We got to be creative. We have to be creative. We can't just say, Golden State's going to give us 7. No, they ain't. Golden State's too smart for that. Golden State is a championship-winning organization with a smart front office. And when you propose your move, they're going to propose a counter move. They're too smart for that, man. They're too smart for that. Thinking we just going to pull up and they're going to put the money in the bag. Think we just going to roll up the Golden State to be like, put the money in the bag. Nah. They're going to counter. They are going to counter. And it's up to you to be a smart GM in order to counter their counter. Golden State's too smart for that. Right? Everybody in the league knows that Golden State does not want to pay the luxury tax for fourth year in a row, third year in a row, whatever it is. Whatever the number of years in a row of blah, 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 Golden State don't want to pay it. And I can't blame them. Our future gaming. Hold on now. Hold on, our future gaming. We going too far. Golden State is going to want Randall. If that's the case, then try to get Wiggins and Green plus 70. No. I don't want to give up Randall. I want to compliment Randall, bro. That's the reason why we do the exercise. Now, I'm not saying that we can't do Randall, but I don't want to do Randall. Y'all see it here. Y'all see the salaries, right? So we can't just do dream scenarios. It's not NBA 2K, right? This is not NBA 2K. This is real life. These are real life salaries, bro. Let me change this. Let me find our guys. How about we find our guys? Oh, geez. Come on. Man, come on, Spot Track. Come on. This is ridiculous. Spot Track. So this is us right here, right? People keep telling you we only have such and such amount of people on the roster and blah, blah, blah. And, oh, geez. People keep telling you you only have such and such number of guys on the roster, blah, blah, blah. Nah, no. This is who we have on the roster. Randall, Barrett, Knox, Obi, Vildoza, Quickly, Robinson, Pell. That's 8 guys we have on the roster. Right? These are your guys. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 New York Knicks. Right? These are your Knicks, man. These are your Knicks right here. Right? This is what we have to work with in trades. This is what we have to work with. Yes, brother Shaquille, Steph is 33. But you can't tell. You can't tell. And so y'all see what I mean now. When you hear all these impossible hypotheticals, most of it is BS. A source close to a source's barber said Colin Sexton to the Knicks. Get out of here. Get out of here. I mean, what are we doing? Y'all see the articles yourselves. Y'all know it's Knicks for clicks. I mean, come on. Y'all know it's Knicks for clicks. I know it's Knicks for clicks. They know it's Knicks for clicks when they put it out there. They legit say, I wonder how many clicks I can get for Knicks right now. Right? That's what they do, Knicks for clicks. We are Knicks fans, and we're going to click on it. And they are going to sell papers or sell whatever. Ilmatics is in the building. What's good? What's good? Man, bro, that Nick Ewan, bro, come on. I know Shams is credible most of the time, but he is saying a whole bunch of absolutely nothing. The Knicks are hot and heavy on Colin Sexton. Really? The Knicks are hot and heavy on Colin Sexton. Okay. B. Simmons was good. Oh boy, we got somebody new. Well, not somebody new, but somebody busting in the room with something smart. Why would we focus? Why would we be focused on trades? The NBA is designed to favor teams that use the draft first, free agent seconds, trades last. We finally have picks and cap space. We should use them even if we trade up. Somebody trying to put some common sense into the conversation. Pierre Moise was good. What's good? Keyshawn says, facts, people want to hustle backwards. Right. Why? The Cayete kid is in the building. What's good? Why are we look to hustle backwards? I don't get it. I don't get it. We trying to hustle backwards. Like we legit dug ourselves out of a hole and came up clean, right? Just to go back in the hole and get dirty? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? C-Mac is in the building. What's good? So I showed y'all the salaries, right? And I showed y'all the statistics, right? What are we looking to do for at Andrew Wiggins in 7? You know what? I'm going to Golden State is like, and I'm telling them straight up, like, listen, I will take all of your bad contracts if you give me 7 and 14. All of them. I'm taking all your bad contracts for 7 and 14. All of them. And I'm gonna use Troy Flett for an example, right? So Troy Flett will be like, we don't need that many first round picks. What are we gonna do with 7, 14, 19, and 21? And I would say to Troy Flett, what do you think we're gonna do with it? You think we're going to just stay pat? Are you kidding? If we do this before the draft, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What are we? Uncle Freezy, you crazy. Why would we take on Wiggins and Draymond Green, bad contract, just to get 7, 14, 19, 21, and 32. Troy Flett says, and Troy Flett is our people's now. Don't be coming after him. You know what I'm saying? Troy Flett's like not crazy about the players in that range. Bro, listen to what I just said. 17, 14, 19, 21, 32. I believe I could go to the Houston Rockets with that and get the number 2 pick. I believe I can go to the Houston Rockets and get the number 2 pick. Maybe not with all of that. Maybe with some of it and some players. But, bruh, I believe we can flip 7, 14, 19, 21, 32, some kind of mix of that to go get a cat named Jalen Suggs. Now, I know y'all don't know who Jalen Suggs is. I know y'all don't know who he is, and most of y'all don't even care. Right? Yo, Hinton Murphy is in the building. What's good, bro? I'm gonna pull up something too. I just want to show y'all. I just want to share. You know, I don't want to go over the top. Sometimes I go over the top, man. I can't help it. Sometimes I get caught up in a moment, and you know, I get excited. Things happen, man. I'm sorry. Brother Shaquille Sunflower said he's a winner. Y'all are not gonna let me live that down. Y'all funny. Y'all funny, man. It's funny. It's funny. Hey, Sherwin M, listen. It don't matter at 2. It don't matter if you like Suggs better or Green better or Mobley better, whoever. At 2. Once the Pistons make the number 1 pick, once they make that pick, you have the world is your oyster, is what I'm saying. The world is your oyster. Say, for instance, Detroit likes Jalen Suggs more than Cade, right? That means Cade is in the equation. What I'm asking y'all to do is think outside of the box, right? What I'm asking y'all to do is think outside of the box. Y'all let Bleacher Report send reports to y'all phone saying it's Colin Sexton or else. And we like, I don't like Colin Sexton, but since Bleacher Report said it, then I guess I have to live with it. No, you don't. You don't. Y'all are smart, free-thinking adults. You can think for yourself. Y'all make decisions every day for yourself. You don't have to think like they tell you. You don't have to be in groupthink. Y'all know what groupthink is. You don't have to be in groupthink. Y'all know what groupthink is. When a whole group of people just think the same way because it's convenient. Y'all look at y'all phone, y'all look at Bleacher Report, and y'all be like, oh, Bleacher Report says we have to trade RJ and Obi for Colin Sexton. And then we just go along with it like, yo, we got to do it because it was on Bleacher Report. Rob the Knick, listen, Rob, it don't matter if you like Colin Sexton. Bleacher Report said that the Knicks are hot and heavy for Sexton, and y'all gotta like it. It's what it is. Bleacher Report said it's true. So you got to go with it. Bleacher Report said, ESPN said it's true. ESPN said it's true, so you got to go with it. That's how they treat us. Bleacher Report said it's true, so as a Knicks fan, I got to go with it. I'm sorry. I'm just stating the facts. Colin Sexton is your shooting guard of the future. Go with it. This is crazy. Bodega Wi-Fi is in the building. Bodega Wi-Fi says some Knicks fans already have sold to us to Sexton. Yeah, they have heart partnerships already with Colin Sexton. Some Knicks fans have heart partnerships with Colin Sexton already, and he ain't even got a Knicks jersey yet. What I'm telling you is this. What I'm saying is this. I'm copping a plea to smart Knicks fans everywhere to at least explore all your options, all the options available to you. Explore the options, bro. That's what I'm saying. Don't jam yourself up in this nonsense of a source close to the Knicks said, yeah, right. A source close to the Knicks. Who was that source? Scott Perry? Because if it ain't Scott Perry, bro, I'm sorry. That Nick Ewing says Knicks have irrational love for RJ for some reason. He needs to be considered in a package too. And Randall. Nah. That's crazy. Go take the tires off your car right now and then go somewhere. Right? Go take the engine out your car. Go take the tires off your car and be like, I'm going to drive to the market and go get another car. No, you ain't. No, you're not. That's not how this works. Rob the Knick said the mailroom guy told him that. Hey, Rob the Knick is the channel OG. He be using the old school references, and to me, it'd be fire. It'd be tickling my heart when he say stuff like that. Rob the Knick said the mailroom guy. Rob the Knick is my dude, man. I love Rob the Knick, man. That's my guy. That's my guy. Rob the Knick is my guy, man. But listen, you're going to trade R.J. Barrett and Julius Randle. You don't even know what you trade them for. You just want to get rid of them. Stop being ridiculous. You like, trade R.J. Barrett and Julius Randle for something. Do you understand how ridiculous that sounds? You don't even know what you're getting. You just want to trade them. You don't even know what you're getting. You just want to trade them. Y'all want to microwave and skip steps and all this mess. And y'all watch the Milwaukee Bucks make it to the finals with the dude. And if y'all say this, I swear I might walk to somebody's house and knock on their door. When the Bucks drafted Giannis Antetokounmpo, you couldn't even pronounce his name. When the Bucks drafted Giannis, and that grainy video footage they showed on ESPN from somebody's phone, you did not know he was going to be the league MVP. And don't tell that lie on here. Y'all sitting there talking about, oh, all you got to do is trade. When the Bucks drafted Giannis, and they showed that grainy video coverage from somebody's phone, y'all didn't know he was going to be the league MVP. Don't be sitting here with that foolishness, sitting up high and looking low, like y'all knew Giannis was going to be the league MVP, right? Giannis took time to develop. Giannis took time to develop. And y'all and the Knicks want to take time to develop, and y'all like, nah, we ain't got time. We've been losing for 30 years. Guess what? You might lose for 31, 32, 33 more years. If you rush to make the wrong decision. Hitton Murphy says, OKC could offer me 11 of their first round picks. It's still not worth going to 6. How are going to 2 with 19 and 21 and Randall and RJ not in the discussion? Bro, I'm not putting Randall and RJ in no conversation for those dudes. It's hustling backwards. Hitting Murphy, Chief. What are you doing? What is this about? Why would you include RJ? Okay. All right. Ain't no winning here. Ain't no winning here. But I'll tell you what I'll do. I tell you what I do. I'll tell you what I do. Y'all want to microwave RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett is not good enough for y'all, right? Think about what we're saying. Trade RJ Barrett and something to move up to get James freaking Bouknight. RJ Barrett and something to get James Bouknight. Trade RJ Barrett and 2 first-round picks for James Bouknight. How does that sound? Yo, MIG Mig is in the building. What's good? What's good? Right, I can't win the argument. I can't out debate people, right? I can't out debate, but what I'll do is show data. How about that? How about this for data? Y'all know whose career numbers these are. I don't have to get into it again. I don't have to get into so he averaged 13.9 his first year. RJ Barrett averaged more than that. He averaged 17.1 his second year. RJ Barrett averaged more than that, right? In his first year, he shot 41% from the floor. RJ Barrett, that was about similar. The second year, this dude shot 42% from the floor. RJ Barrett did better than that, right? Yet, y'all want to trade RJ Barrett for dudes like this instead of letting RJ Barrett play his career out. Y'all know who this is. This is Bradley Beal, right? This is Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal, first 4 years in the league, he averaged about 16 points a game. 16 points a game. his first 4 years in the league. 16 points a game. And he shot 41%, 42%, 43%, 45% in his first 4 years, right? But yet, y'all want to trade a dude that's taking better strides, has a better career trajectory than this guy, and yet y'all want to trade him and other stuff for a dude like this. And what y'all will say is, I don't see RJ Barrett averaging 30 points a game like Bradley Beal. Yeah, right. Bradley Beal averaged 30 points a game, right? On 23 shots a game. On 23 shots per game. Y'all see it. The numbers are right here. I'm not making it up. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. We want to trade RJ Barrett for the sake of making a trade because it makes us feel good, make us feel important. Well, if we make a trade, that makes it look like we trying to do something. Nah, bro. Nah, we ain't doing that. That's stupid. That's dumb. And the other night, with Bradley Beal on the floor with Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal led a team with the best players in the world and lost to a country called Nigeria. They lost to Nigeria. And I ain't shading Nigeria. Nigeria is a fine country. They just not known for basketball. Knicks fans killing me with this trade RJ Barrett for the sake of trading RJ Barrett. They want to feel important. They feel like if we trade RJ Barrett, it makes the franchise, we doing something because we trying to trade. No, that's dumb. That's dumb. How about we do this though? How about we continue to develop RJ Barrett? The Wizards did it for Bradley Beal. Right now, you're looking at 9 years of Bradley Beal development with the Washington Wizards. 9 seasons of Bradley Beal. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seasons of Bradley Beal. Right? It took 8 seasons to get to 30 points a game. But yet, we want to trade RJ Barrett, who made a significant jump from year 1 to year 2. Right? Oh, wait, there's more. Oh, wait, there's more. Do we even have to talk about this one? Do we even have to talk about this one? My guy didn't average 20 points a game until his 5th season. He averaged 10, 14, 19, basically 17, and then 23, 25, 27. In 7 NBA seasons. But y'all want to trade RJ Barrett, who at 20 years old averaged 17 points a game. At 20 on less shots. My guy took less shots. Then Nick Ewan said, hey, we all track topic was, yeah, I know. It'd be mad convenient though to say that when I was telling people, don't knee jerk the Knicks future, don't overthink this stuff, right? And then as soon as we start the conversation, Knicks fans are overthinking stuff, and then I put up stats to back up what it is that I said in the very beginning of the live stream. Don't overthink this stuff, right? What are we doing, right? That was a very convenient way of bringing us back to when overthinking the obvious goes wrong. And here is data to support when overthinking the obvious goes wrong. Obviously, we have a young star shooting guard in RJ Barrett. Obviously, we have a young power forward all-star in Julius Randle that gets better every year. Right? Those are the obvious things. Obviously, Julius Randle gets better every year. Right? And it's the tip of the iceberg for us. Right? It's the tip of the iceberg. And Knicks fans, instead of saying, hey, listen, build around this young core that you have, because you've had, for most of the people here, based on YouTube analytics, most of the people that watch, you were not able to appreciate the Patrick Ewing years. You're too young. And that's not a shade at anybody. It's like me in the Clyde Frazier years. I was a shorty during the Clyde Frazier years. So I didn't really appreciate them like I should have or could have. Right? Right? So right now we're looking at Zach LaVine's career. 10 points a game, 15 points a game, 19 points a game, 17 points a game. It took him 5 years to get to 23 to 24 points a game. Right? So what are we doing? As a Knicks fan, if you want to feel important, don't shoot your foot off. How about that? You want to do something productive? How about don't hustle backwards? You want to be a major player on the scene, or do you want to win championships? I'm asking y'all that. Do you want your team to be relevant, or do you want to win championships? Do you want to win championships or have your team be relevant? Because by doing nonsensical trades like the Oklahoma City Thunder, you'll be relevant. People will talk about you all the time, but you're not winning championships. Hey, Big Mike, not what I'm saying is what I'm saying. I know the front office, they may not trade RJ Barrett. What I'm saying is the conversation of throwing RJ Barrett in a trade is ridiculous. And I know I can't win in the hearts and minds of everybody, but I feel like I can at least educate. Right? I can at least educate, right? Because you can't win. When people are dug in and they have a belief, you can't just, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're not going to win. Sometimes you're not going to win. But here's Zach LaVine's stats again. For those that wanted to look at what Zach LaVine was doing. Zach LaVine had a year where he shot 38% from the floor. Zach LaVine had a year that he shot 42% from the floor. Right?
Salute.
What's up, boss?
Man, I was just on the chat. No mean to interrupt you.
Okay.
I was just on the chat. I'm just seeing people want to trade in a heartbeat title. He can't even do it on his own team. You think if he just comes here, he's gonna win a title? It does not work like that at all. Like I'd be surprised like how people really think like that. Like let's trade all these young assets we got to get this one star, and he's here to play with he's playing by himself. Same thing was happening with Melo. Melo was out here playing by himself.
Right. And so what I'm saying is what I'm trying to get Knicks fans to do is back up off the ledge. Right? Back up off the ledge. Why? What's the point of packing in a dude that basically averaged 18 points a game in a deal? He shot 44% from the floor, 40% from three. He shot 75% from the free throw line, and you want to put him in a deal to get a dude that's less efficient. I don't
the name.
I think our fan base is divided. I think there are people that want to win championships, and there are people that want to be relevant and respectable. Right? And so you can't be one of those people that want to be relevant and respectable and want to win a championship. It don't work like that. And you can't be a person that wants to win a championship and then say, I just want to be relevant and respectable for the next such and such amount of years. Those two paths diverge. They split and go in different ways. Right? Because being relevant, all it means is that people are always saying your name. People are always saying your name. That's relevant, right? But winning the championship is different, right? The Milwaukee Bucks don't care about being relevant. They want to win. They want to win, right? The Bucks want to win, bro.
Facts.
What's up, boss?
Boombaye Freezy. What's good? Sir, are you saying that we're unable to think for ourselves because we are somewhat excited by Knicks news and potential players? Is that I didn't get the whole gist of what you were saying, but is that where we're going?
That's an excellent way to put it. That's an excellent way to put it. I think we have become prisoners of the moment.
Yeah.
You might as well call the sheep. You might as well call the sheep, for crying out loud. I might as well. You what, the sheep herder?
No, I don't want us to be that though, bro. I don't want us to be that. The reason why I say this is because I saw so I watch rumors for all NBA teams, all of them, right?
Okay.
And they rumors come in slow. They talk about stuff like Golden State is talking about, Kevon Looney picking up his player option is going to send us over the cap. They ain't talking about trade Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, Kevon Looney, him picking up that player option is just going to put us in more purgatory, right? Portland is talking about the Knicks poaching their superstar and how they can improve the roster, right? Right? They're like, man, the Knicks trying to take our superstar. I have a friend that lives in Portland. Trust me, I know this. In conversations with them, they're like, yo, why the Knicks always be coming after people's stars? Y'all ain't never gonna get them. All y'all do is just mess stuff up for the rest of the league, right? And I'm like, well, why you hate the Knicks? I was like, well, the Knicks. My guy's like, the Knicks deserve to be hated.
Whoa.
And I'm like, well, why? He was like, because y'all always trying to poach everybody else's star. Why don't you grow your own? Do like everybody else. That's why y'all losers. And I'm like, watch it, sucker. Watch it, sucker. We not losers.
Especially when if you take a look at it, who has been winning? You see what I'm saying? Can Portland justify? I know how you feel about Dame, but can Portland justify keeping Dame after 11, 12 years of one, maybe two and dones?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like at some point in time, if you have the medal and you're like, well, I've achieved everything else. I have a large bank book. I've won scoring titles, or I'm on all-star teams or whatever. I may want to go someplace to win, or a change of scenery. A lot of times, us as fans, we don't understand is that these people have significant others. You understand? And in the off season, where would you rather be? Shopping excursions in Portland, or California, or New York? Right. You see, these are some of the things that we forget. I always remember when we was, and you know this, when we was after Grant Hill the first time, right? And New York, gave him the lights, the Broadways, the this, the that, the different stars was meeting him, and he met with, I think Leon, the actor Leon was a part of the entourage that was meeting him, whatever. And on the low, when Leon thought his wife, I can't remember Grant's wife, who's in the who's a singer. I can't remember her name right now. But on the low, he tell Grant, and New York we got all the hot babes and all the Latinas and this, that, and the third. Right. And she said she heard him say that. Right. And that was it. To me. And that was it. Yeah. And Grant Hill, and years later, said, his favorite player was Patrick Ewing because of the whole Georgetown thing, and he loved Ewing, which is why he granted the Knicks the time in the first place. Right. And Grant Hill is from Virginia. He grew up in Hoya Paranoia. Yeah. Okay. So sometimes it's just, we got to stop taking the face value of this guy wants to leave because of what's wrong with the organization, and know that sometimes it's the significant others pulling the strings. You know it. If Ms. Mocha told you tomorrow, yo, Freezy, look, we're going to need to do something different. You may not want to do it, but you're absolutely going to think about it, because why? It's better for your mental that you pay attention and think about it, or it's not going to go well the rest of your career with Ms. Mocha, correct? Right, but the conversation my eyes be having with her thighs make me gonna make that decision fast. Bang! Right, bam! I was just about to say, right. Over. You know what I'm saying? So that's all this. But I didn't get your take on Colin Sexton. Are you in favor of a Colin Sexton? Or no? I'm neutral. I'm in a mindset that talent acquisition is more important than staying pat, but I also feel like we have to ensure that we do it at a reasonable price. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. So even with it, I'm not for sure, because I don't know what his market value is. Are we trading against ourselves with Cleveland? Because if it's a situation where it's just us in Cleveland, I don't like that scenario. Because why are not the other 28 teams jumping in? Is there something that we don't know? You know what I mean? Maybe his agent told him, I want to go to New York. We don't know that. Yeah. Maybe not. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes even when, and I don't want to knock these guys who put these stories out there, because they didn't just make it up out of thin air. Somewhere on that person's camp, somebody said something. Yo, Colin is thinking about moving on, and he said it to more than one publication. Probably didn't give him the whole piece of it, but just for the mere fact that little piece right there was put in the air, you gotta kind of report it, because how you gonna keep your job if you don't have something new to talk about? Right.
Was it him wanting to move on, or the organization? I'm pretty sure the organization wanted to move on from him.
And okay, let's take my Freezy point. As Freezy said, why shouldn't we be suspicious of Cleveland wanting to move on from a 24-year-old? I mean, a 23-year-old who's averaging 24 points or whatever. I don't know if we should be suspicious or not, because outside of LeBron and Kyrie Irving, when has Cleveland ever done anything correct?
Never.
From those ugly burgundy and yellow uniforms that Clyde Frazier had to retire in. When have they ever been correct in anything?
The stupid owner, and just as a quick story, the stupid owner said that he always liked wine and cheese, and so he changed the team uniform to wine and cheese. That's the color. That's the color that they did.
That looked more like throw up. Stop playing.
Yeah. That's the story. That's the story behind it. And to be honest with you, I prefer they wear wine and cheese over blue and orange, because blue and orange belongs to somebody else.
Absolutely.
Rob the Nick, what's good?
What's good?
What's good, OG?
Ain't nothing much. Hey, don't do
Chill
no
out.
sex.
What's good, baby?
What's up? Don't do no sexting thing. That's going. They got him in the draft. His name is Davion Mitchell. You don't need him, and he passed better. You don't need that.
Right.
That's a waste of. Look, if they want to do something, now look at it like this here. They wanted Obi from the start. So why give them what they want without getting what you want?
Right.
Look, if they want to do something, we'll take them. If you want Obi, this is what it's going to cost you, because you definitely want Obi. You think we need a point guard, but there's point guards in the draft that we can't get.
Right.
So if you want Obi, this is what you do. You give us the 3rd pick. We'll give you the 18th and the 19th. We'll take Kevin Love off your hands. So, and then we'll shoot you Knox, Obi. We'll take Kevin Love, your 3rd pick, and you can keep Sexton if you want to. Because if you want Obi, it's gonna cost you, because you want him. We can't forget the fact that they was gonna draft him if somebody ain't make the move. Let's go to defense. So why give them both of their players to set their future without getting what we want?
Right.
You know, so don't just throw it out there like that, like it's easy. You know, we're in the position of power right now. We'll take Kevin Love off your hands. We'll play him for a year. We'll trade him next year at the All-Star break to a team. And that's that. Right. We'll pay him $30 million or $40 million for a year and a half, and then get rid of him. Flip him. You don't need that at all.
Right.
That guy is too short. That will take our length. Look what's going on right now that you see in the playoff. Phoenix is getting crushed on the boards because they lost their length when Sarge went down.
Right.
Now, that will put us at a disadvantage. We'll be short at the point guard. We'll be short at the small forward. Julius Randle is already undersized, and we've seen that against in Atlanta series. You know, you can't go short all around and then think you're gonna win. Not nowadays. You better
not all the time. Not all the time. You got to pick and choose. You got to pick your spot. It's like I saw this boxer named Tommy Hearns, right? Who I love, right? I love Tommy Hearns.
Yeah, Hearns.
Not as much as I love Hagler. Hagler might be one of my top 10 favorite athletes of all time, right? But Hitman, rest in peace, man. That thing was sad, but bro, there was a time when Duran, Hearns, Hagler, Leonard, and a few others were at the top of this pyramid of boxers, right? And I was like, yo, I just hope Tommy come in here and box against Hagler. Because if for one, if he do something dirty to Hagler gonna eat him, right? If he stun Hagler gonna eat him. But if he come in, do a Sugar Ray, just point him up, he might win. Just point them up. Don't try to embarrass them. Don't try to get them out of here. Just point them up. Just point them up. Stay pretty. Go to the club afterwards with the belt. Well, Hearns sees an opening and lands a devastating right hand on Hagler. Right? And everybody's like, "Oh, he hurt Hagler." And I was like, "Oh boy, this ain't gonna last. This ain't gonna last because now that you hurt Hagler, he feel like it's life or death now." And he stalked Hearns and hit that dude with a right hand that I swear would knock a building down. Right? And Hearns was like, "I'm all right." No, bro, you ain't all right. You need to get on your bike and run. You need to run for the next 3 rounds and hope Hagler calm down. You know what I'm saying? And so he didn't. And what happened to Hearns was you saw the best boxing in 1 or 2 rounds you ever saw in a championship fight. Right? You saw this thing about heart or whatever. And Rob, I don't know if y'all saw this fight or not, man. Hagler versus Hearns. But
I seen that fight. Hey, look, you ever had your kid do something when they were small? You say, you keep on doing that, you're going to hurt yourself. And then as soon as you turn your back, they fall, and then they look at you. They be like, "I'm all right," but they really not.
But they hurt. Yeah. AD, everything all right?
Yeah, everything. Oh, that's not me. Yeah, I got some other crap going on here. My bad.
Right. But the thing, what I'm getting at, man, is never mind. It's not even the point. The point, man. The point is we can't just make moves like this just for the sake of making a move. There are going to be repercussions. Like if you bring Colin Sexton in and you trade away Obi and all this stuff, Knox and draft picks for Colin Sexton, and Colin Sexton is not a point guard; he's a 2 guard. Now, what do you do with RJ Barrett?
You look. You said something that hit it right on the head, and I never thought about it like that. But you're right. You got some fans that just like you said, they content with being a contender. If a championship comes, so they just want a team that contends. If a championship comes, and with contention comes blame. Every year they can blame a player for not getting to the championship. So they fine with that.
Right.
But then you got another level of fans that want a championship and ready to take the steps to get that.
Right.
And then those are the ones that's always going to be in disagreement with the other ones.
Right.
The contenders versus the champions.
Right.
I'm a championship type guy. I want the championship, so I don't mind taking the steps. And if I see a building block that's not right, like a cracked brick, I'm not going to put it on the foundation.
Right.
And I feel as though that Sexton is a cracked brick because what we lacking is a floor general, not a scoring guard.
Right.
And he's just a scoring guard that dribbles with his head down and he gets his.
Right.
You know, and then he's playing on a losing team right now. So, like I said, it's better him's in the draft.
Right.
That is that guy from Baylor, Darius Mitchell. He's him, but he's 2 inches taller.
Right.
And he's a dog on defense. So why look at that? When you're going to get 2 Derrick Roses in the lineup, you're going to have a starting Derrick Rose and then Derrick Rose coming off the bench. There's no change of pace with Colin Sexton and Derrick Rose. Right. You know, he's just a young Derrick Rose who haven't figured out what Derrick Rose knows right now.
Experience.
That's exactly. Right. How to pass the ball. Right. How to dribble with your head up. How not to just go beeline into the basket. It's going to be a pass. It's going to be a better Alfred Payton that can score better, but with the same mindset. Right. If I don't pass this ball, I can't make a decision in the middle of my dribble. I got to know I'm going to do it before I do it, or there's no change in it. I'm going to the rim. Nah, that's not what you want.
Right.
That's not what you want.
And so what I'm getting at, man, what I'm getting at with it is so Colin Sexton is a shooting guard. So immediately the message is that RJ Barrett is not a shooting guard. Right. in my mind, shooting guards come in all shapes and sizes. Right? You don't have to be a 6'2" saucy guard at shooting guard that can dribble on a dime and create your own shot and all of that stuff. And you don't have to be a 6'8" power guy with elite athleticism to be a shooting guard, right? Shooting guard is defined by a certain definition. You're gonna play off the ball in the backcourt. You're gonna handle dribbling duties. You're gonna assist your point guard in bringing the ball up and getting in the offense. You're gonna communicate on the weak side. Wherever the point guard is, you're gonna be on the opposite side of the floor, communicating to the offense and telling guys where to be. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like the co-pilot, right? People think shooting guard is determined by size. No, it's not determined by size. It's determined by skill set and what you know and how you impact the offense. That's the way it's supposed to be, right?
That's how it's supposed to be. Yes.
Right, but just by saying a guy is 6'3", you know, he kind of big, you know what I'm saying? Put him at the 2 and blah, you know, that's not how this thing works. So by getting a Colin Sexton, say for Colin Sexton, we have to give them Mitchell Robinson, Obi Toppin, and the 19 pick and Kevin Knox for Colin Sexton, right? So we giving Obi, Knox, Mitch, and 19 for Sexton. He come here, and he's not going to be a point guard, right? So now he's a 2 guard. So not only are you removing Obi, Mitch, and Knox, and whoever you was going to take with the 19 pick, now you're also removing RJ Barrett. Even though RJ Barrett's still on the team, but you're moving him out of a position. Now you're changing RJ's position and he has to adjust, right? So you want to do all of that for a guy that is a proven non-winner just because you want 24 points a game in your lineup. And here's the other thing. He ain't going to average 24 points a game when he come here. Because for one, the Knicks don't run at that pace. The Knicks run the slowest pace in the NBA. So when he get here, he going to average like 19 points a game, right? Because if the Knicks in the slowest pace ran the highest pace, Randall would be averaging 26 points a game. RJ would be about 20 points a game, right? But now you're talking about the slowest pace. Randall's about 24 points a game. RJ is about 18 points a game, 17.6, right? So just because he did it there, when he was taking all the shots, and trust me, I'm looking at his numbers, he was taking all the shots. He took 18.4 shots a game. 18.4 shots a game, right? You talking about him coming here, you think he going to take 18.4 shots a game? No, not likely. I mean, what are we even considering here? I'm just baffled by why we would even consider this conversation.
Look, you can also look at it like this: as far as like what you say now. Look, I feel as though, me personally, that a shooting guard is a height requirement. You want your shooting guard to be at least 6'5", because the shortest guy always on the floor has always been the point guard, like at the length of things. You know, right. Just the size of things. Right. You know, so if you're gonna move him to the 2, you still don't have a 1. And what this whole season is all about, us acquiring a 1.
Right.
He doesn't work in the equation at all.
Right.
He doesn't work.
I agree with you, and that's why you the OG. That's why you the OG, because what you said is exactly right. So you're gonna go trade assets for a guy that played the same position as your second best player and ignore your position of need.
Yeah. And ignore the position. You're not gonna you pretty much traded DSJ to retrieve another DSJ, but one that can score the way that GSJ was meant to be. Right. That's all you doing. That don't make no it don't make sense. I'm glad nobody they can say they heard it from somebody. Everybody works in the Knicks organization. They got over 500 people that come into that building every day that works for the Knicks. Somebody walking the path could have heard a conversation. All of this stuff that unknown sources, that's really exactly what it is, an unknown source.
Right.
Nobody knows what level of
The
clearance
word
that this guy
source
has.
is the biggest cop out. The word source is the biggest cop out in the history of sports media and media in general. Because you get to say, you don't have to show and prove. You can just say source.
Yeah, you just
Right.
can be lying.
Yeah.
Right.
You can be straight up lying.
Right. I'm with
And
you. I'm with
I
you.
don't believe nothing Stephen A. sources say when most of the NBA hate him. So what source can he? He ain't been right since LeBron. Everything he ever said about basketball, being an insider, Stephen A. ain't been right since LeBron.
Right.
The decision.
Right.
And look how long ago that is. Every player that talks about Stephen A. is never saying nothing good. So why would they tell him something? Why would they can't even talk to him? You know,
Right.
he been caught up so much that he's just not a good source of TV to me.
Right. Well,
That's,
thanks to Stephen A., people are frustrated and do stuff like this, like this live stream we on. If it wasn't for Stephen O. Smith, if it wasn't for Stephen A. Smith, like and guys like that doing what they do, we would not have had the motivation to do things like this, which is more in touch in terms of what the people want. Right. This is right here what the people want. Now, we don't always agree on what we talk about, but we always want the platform where we can share how it is, what it is that we're feeling. Eddie C, what's good?
What's going on? What's going on? How you doing, Uncle Freezy? What's
Hey,
up,
man.
Rob?
what's
up,
good?
big
What's good? Everything good? Eddie Ed, what's going on with you?
Chilling, man. Just saw the live stream. I was like, yo, let me get in on this. I like it when we get different times on these live streams. So
Yeah, what
Man.
time it is? Where you at?
right now it's gonna be 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You good? Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Just
Speaking
finished
of
having
which, speaking
some
of
lunch.
which, we got the pod couple coming up today. It's Thursday, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I work at night, so I be getting these days mixed up, bro. I don't mean I hate to sound goofy, but
What time they wrote? They start at what 6?
6:30.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never caught them live. I always catch them like a little bit later.
Yeah, man. So we got.
So what you think about Sexton, Eddie?
I already been on a few platforms and I already gave my opinions on them. I don't know if I've been on this one and gave my opinion on it yet. First of all, I think it was a whole much to do about nothing, because when the so-called Per Shams came out on Twitter, it wasn't like he tweeted something out and everybody retweeted it. This was an article that was written by The Athletic. So, what first came to mind is like when you write an article, you need parts and pieces to build the body of work, to build the article up and what you're reading and for the readers and stuff. So I don't take that into much consideration, like when Woj or when Shams just comes out and throws a tweet and says, the Knicks are looking into this. I took it with a little bit more bias with it being an article. And it's kind of like holding true. Of course, the first day, everybody was going crazy, right? It was like, oh, we're going to get Sexton. This was about 3 days ago, right? Oh, it's almost done, blah, blah, blah. And 3 days later, the talk has died down now, right? Now it's not just the Knicks. Now it's the Miami Heat. Now it's this. Now it's that. So, there was a lot of people taking the championship, taking the chip home already because they thought they had broke the story. And it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of like, when I first came out, and you're talking about having to re-sign this player, you have to first give up assets to get the player. Then you have to re-sign the player to a not to a maximum deal, but to a good amount of money. That means you're taking yourself out of the equation for the big fish that Wojnarowski had mentioned not too long ago that we're looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think Colin Sexton was the big fish that he was talking about when he said that. You know what I mean? So why are you going to give up these 2 first-round picks? You're going to give up Obi, this and that, blah, blah, blah. then when the opportunity does come up for you to get, I'm just throwing a name out there, you know, I'm not saying this is what it is, right? For you to get let's say a Brady Beal, now you don't have the first round picks this year to give up. Now you don't have Obi Toppin to give him. Now you don't have, you know what I'm saying? So you're putting yourself in a bad position. Plus, you have to sign this player because you're going to give up assets for him. That means you're going to re-sign him.
That means he's a long-term piece.
That means he's part of your long-term plan. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So at the beginning, you know, I analyzed it. Of course, if the Cavaliers are giving the boy away, and there's something we can do where it's not going to cost us, you know what I'm saying, a whole lot to get it done, of course I'm down for it, right? I mean, he's a good player. He scores 24 points a game. But if you're talking about giving up 2 first-round picks, you're talking about giving up Obi Toppin, you're talking about giving up Kevin Knox, you're talking about giving up maybe next year's picks, and whatever order you want to do it in, whatever package you feel that you want to have for this kid, then that's where I think about it. And I'm like,
That's
that's not
damn
what
near
they've
a
been
James
doing.
Harden package that they asking
Right.
for. It just
Right.
don't make sense to me.
It
Especially for a player that they want. I would say he's in his second year going into it. Well, he's going into his third year. I would say, look,
Sexton?
you wanted Obi.
You talking about
anyway.
Sexton, right? You talking about Sexton, right?
Yeah.
Sexton going into his 4th year.
Yeah, going into his 4th year. Obi would be going into his 2nd, and you wanted Obi anyway. So that's a straight up trade. You're not getting nothing else for that because you already got another point guard and you already had your eye on this player. He showed you something in the playoffs, so why would you give up all of that for him? I wouldn't do it. I don't even see the value in him like that.
You know, if you're smart, okay, so they want to unload him, right? And of course, what the people say is, you know, they don't feel like they want to pay him. They have a top 3 pick, most likely they're going to take a guard. So, you know, they're looking at a different path right now. Looks like he's not going to be part of their plans in the future. Why don't you just hold out? Like, why would you trade for somebody that somebody's trying to get out the building? Just wait for the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't re-sign him, they give him a qualifying offer. You could probably get this kid an unrestricted free agent.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
If you wanted him.
So right. If you really wanted him, you wouldn't have to give up assets. You wouldn't have to. It's the same thing with Lonzo Ball. If let's say nobody gives up a fair trade and the market is not what he feels that he's worth, right? So then all of a sudden he decides to bet on himself and takes the qualifying offer, right?
Yeah.
Then next year he's an unrestricted free agent, and then all bets are off. If he has a phenomenal year, that's good for him. If he has a so-so year, you know, there's going to be negotiations to be had. But you don't have to sign and trade. You don't have to give up an asset for the kid. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to give, unless you really, really, really feel like this kid, whoever the person is part of the future, then you go out and you get the guy. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm saying. But if you don't feel that way, and you can feel that he's probably a piece to a puzzle, not a major piece, but somewhat of a piece, you can wait it out. And if you have all this cap room, you'll be in prime position to pick up these so-called players that nobody's giving up assets for, and then bring them into the fold slowly without any added pressure on your organization or the player.
Bam.
Yeah, and I also look at it like this here. Besides us, what team around the league really do need a starting guard? Between us and Miami's guard is getting older, but Miami doesn't have any assets. So what team really need a starting guard to make this guy this valuable? I don't see too many teams needing a starting guard.
Right.
Besides us, Miami, probably Dragic is a free agent, maybe him. Who else? Philly?
Nobody that is that can't do it for cheaper. Right, like for instance, the Pistons probably need a guard, right? But they have the number 1 pick, so they're gonna draft their guy.
They're gonna fix that problem.
Yeah. And Houston probably need a 2 guard, but they're gonna fix that at the draft too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so while it sounds like we're overstating the obvious, it is obvious. You know what I'm saying? It is obvious, man. Hey,
Yeah.
hey y'all, I gotta run because I gotta do some stuff for the pod couple. We got them a dope new intro, right? And we gotta do some prep work for the pod couple. They coming on at 6:30. I gotta jump off. I hate that I got to, man. But in fairness to the next show, I got to do some prep work for them real quick, and then that way we can continue this conversation with the pod couple. Hey everybody, thank y'all for joining, man. Hey Rob, listen.
I got you, Freezy. I ain't had my phone. My phone was at work. I was off for 2 days. I was kind of glad I didn't have it because it was blowing up. So when I went back to work last night, I got it. I seen your message then.
Dog, that's gonna be. We just talked about doing it just one time.
Okay, no problem.
Just one time. This gonna be fire, bro.
Yeah, I'm with it.
All right, man. Hey, so it probably won't go too long unless we get long-winded. And the thing about and I was gonna say, I don't have a problem with being long-winded when it comes to me and you talking about certain stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
But anyway, y'all, we gonna rock and roll, and
right.
the pod couple at 6:30. Everybody, I'm gonna jump off here real quick. I hate, man. We right in the middle of a conversation, but my phone is blowing up. Man, I got some stuff.
Go ahead, go do what you gotta do.
Eddie, see, you make me sick. You come in and throw gas on the fire. God dog it. But
Eddie, we gonna get up later.
Yeah, we'll get up.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
I also wanted before you go, just a quick little. I wanted to maybe talk to you because I've been on the Man show, and Ron has been very, very helpful to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about becoming a content creator, the basketball zombie. That's why the new title. We thinking about doing something. So, I was just hoping one of these days I could pick your brain, talk to you a little bit about some of this stuff because, I don't want to rush into anything. I want to take my time, do something nice for the people, you know what I'm saying? But I want to get information, you know what I mean? I don't want to jump in and not know what I'm doing and not do it the right way. So, if I could just one of these days pick your brain, bro, I would appreciate it, man. And I always love that you let me give my opinions on these platforms, man. I appreciate it a lot.
Bro, I'm gonna say it as simple as this. So you're part of the family, right? And so if you want to do some trial runs and some stuff, you know what I'm saying? We can, you know what I'm saying? You could do it here without spending money. You know what I'm saying? Because what's gonna happen is the channel just don't show up by itself. You gotta spend money and you gotta have all that stuff. And so if you want to
that's why I need to talk to people like you. I need to talk to Ronald. Has been real helpful. He's been the one pushing me to get it to get stuff done. But I told him, I gotta be patient with it. I don't like to hurry, and I don't want to put up something that I'm not happy with. I want to have I want the Knicks fans to have a good time when they come and join me and we talk Knicks.
Right. Hey man. It's one of those deals, man. Just. And I'm not saying this to big time nobody, right? But the channel keep me busy. So what we need to do is get a time where we can just jump on the phone or something, or jump on Zoom or something. And then no doubt. You share with me what you want to do.
It won't have to be something long, it just could be something quick, so I could get a few notes and I can get a few bits of information, stuff that I didn't know, and that's gonna be it.
Right. No worries. All right, bro.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, bro.
All right, man. Hey, and I'll holler at y'all. The pod couple, 6:30. I got to do the thumbnail for it. Got to work on the intro. Got to talk to these guys about notes and stuff. Pod couple at 6:30.